ahead.
Okay, good evening to all. I, on behalf of the TiBLANEI, welcome you all to the another episode of TiBLANEI Students Presentation Series. Actually, this Students Presentation Series we have been organizing since 2023, time to time. And today we are beginning for another episode of this Students Presentation. So today we have two speakers from Assam University, Silchar. Namely, the first speaker is Jessica, and the second speaker is Oinam Priya Devi. So both scholars belongs to the Department of Linguistics, Assam University, Silchar. So the first speaker, Jessie Tara, will be giving a presentation on the topic phonological typology in Kuki-Chin languages, some observations. And our second speaker, Oinam Priya Devi, which is also a research scholar from Department of Linguistics, Assam University, will be giving a presentation on nonverbal predicates in Manipuri. So, without any delay, I would like to invite the first speaker, Jessie Tara, to kindly start your presentation. So, Jessie, the screen is over to you.
Yeah, first of all, good evening, everyone. And I would like to thank the coordinator of this program, Dr. Monali Longmelay, and my my uh, supervisor Sadirin Singha for giving me this platform where I could share some of my basic findings. Uh, Actually, this is my first presentation of students presentation series on Tibeto-Burman languages of Northeast India. And today, the reason that I present this topic is to get suggestion and to get feedback from you all, since my progress is coming very soon and I need your suggestion. So that's it. And today I'm going to present on uh, phonolo- phonological typology of Kuki-Chin languages, some observation. So here I go. I will start with the introduction. The Kuki-Chin languages are a branch of the Sino-Tibetan family, specifically within the Tibeto-Burman group. Kuki-Chin languages are spoken by various groups collectively referred to as the Zo people, which includes the Mizo, Kuki, Chin, and Zomi communities. It is mainly spoken in the northeastern part of India, western Myanmar, and southern Bangladesh. According to Rollins, 1787, the best way to modify Kuki is mountainers, therefore highlanders. Kenneth, 2009. The genetic classification of the Zo language within the Kuki-Chin language highlights the complexity and diversity of the Kuki-Chin language group. So coming to the next slide is the geographical distribution of Kuki-Chin languages in India. And here I have placed the region, that is Manipur, and the representative languages of this region are Paite, Thadao, Zo, Anal, Moyon, Monsang, Lamkang, and the key districts are Chandel, Churachandpur, Kangpokpi, Noney, Tamenglong, Tengnopal, and in Mizoram, the representative languages are Mizo, Mara, Mar, Bom, and they fall under the district of this entire state, Siaha district, that is Mara. And in Assam, the languages spoken are Biate, Rangkhol, Mar, Ranglong, Tadao, Chorai, and many other more, which I could not give on this slide. And they fall under the district of this Kachar, Dima Hasao, Sribhumi, and in Tripura, the languages are Halam, Darlong, Mizo. So under this Halam, there is 12 subtribes. So they are Rangkhol, Ranglong, and Molsom, Darlong, and many small tribes are there under this Halam, and they fall under the district of Dharmanagar and also Unakoti. And the main objectives and significance of the study is to study the ethical phonological features of Kuki-Chin languages and secondly, to compare and contrast on the variation of Caucasian languages. And coming to the next slide is the genetic classification of Caucasian languages. This is by Bradley. So here we can see that the Caucasian languages, they fall under the Old Kuki, and the language are Ranglong, Bete, Halam, Langrong. This is Ranglong, but in the some of the scholars, they could not pronounce Ranglong, so they pronounce it Langrong. And Mar, Anal, Kom, Chote, Mayol, Lamgang, and other Old Kuki. And under Central Chin are this Mizo, Lai, and this South Chin, Astro. And the next slide, this is G.A. Grierson classification of the Chin languages. So here, the Northern Chin, the Central Chin, and the Southern Chin, and the Old Kuki. So under this Old Kuki, again, here are Aimol, Anal, Bete, Chiru, Halam, this Kom, Langrong. And so I will give the theoretical background of the classification. The Northern Kuki-Chin, often called as Northeastern Kuki-Chin or Northern Chin, they are spoken in the states of Assam, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura. The Central Kuki-Chin form the largest and influential branch of the Kuki-Chin family. It is spoken across Mizoram, Chin states, that is Myanmar, and the hill tracts of Chittagong, that is in Bangladesh. And the languages are Mizo, Phalam, Hakka, Bom, Rangkhol, Biate. And Southern Kuki-Chin languages are mostly spoken in southern Chin states and Rakhine state of Myanmar, and with smaller communities in Bangladesh. They are less documented in compared to the central and northern Kuki-Chin languages. The important languages are Matu, Asho, Cho, Kumi, and Asho-Chin. So coming to the segmental phonology. So I have taken 4 languages, and here I have presented the inventory of consonants. So Ranglong has 19 consonants, and Chiru has 18 consonants, and Chorai 17 consonants, and Rangkhol has the inventory of 24 consonants. So inventory of plosives or stops. Ranglong has 8-member stop inventory, which is also present in other Kuki-Chin languages like Chiru, Rangkhol, Chorai. And this Ranglong, Rangkhol, Chorai, Chiru exhibits a 3-way laryngeal contrast in bilabial and alveolar stops, that is voiceless unaspirated, voice unaspirated, and voiceless aspirated. Notably, most of the Kuki-Chin languages lacks a voice velar stop ga, a typologically significant feature, and the voiceless trill ra is absent in Ranglong, Chorai, and Chiru, which is a distinctive feature, phonological typology of Kuki-Chin languages. And all the stop consonants can occur in onset position in Kuki-Chin languages. However, unaspirated voiceless stops pa, ka, ta can occur coda position, and unaspirated voice ba, da, and aspirated voiceless pa, ta, and ka cannot occur in coda position, which is the typological features as shared by Kuki-Chin languages such as in Rangkhol, Chiru, Chorai, and some other Kuki-Chin languages of Northeast India. Ranglong lacks the voice aspirated stops ba, da, and ga, as well as in Rangkhol, Chiru, Chorai, and many other Kuki-Chin languages. It is one of these typological features. And the voiceless unaspirated stops pa, ta, and ga are unreleased in syllable final position. Then coming to the absence of this voice velar stop, that is ga. The absence of velar stop ga in most of the Kuki-Chin languages is one of the distinctive feature. Then notably Ranglong lacks a voice velar stop ga, a typological significant feature shared with other Kuki-Chin languages, namely Tarao, Paite, this Chorai, Rangkhol, Chiru. But however, recently languages like Ranglong and Rangkhol, they has the inventory of this velar stop ga, but from the beginning itself they don't have the ga, but recently it may be because some of the community feel that it is necessary to add this phoneme, so they have the inventory of this velar stop ga. And coming to the next slide is the inventory of affricates. So this here, Ranglong, Chiru, and Chorai, and Rangkhol has 1 affricate inventory. The consonant system contains 1 palatal affricate, that is cha. Then the palatal affricate cha can occur in syllable onset position. However, it cannot occur in coda position. And the other is the voice counterpart. Ja is absent in Ranglong, Chiru, and Rangkol, resulting in reduced affricate system. Coming to the next slide is inventory of fricatives. Here we have fa, va, sa, za, and ha. Ranglong, Chiru, Chore, Rangkol has fricative va, sa, za, and ha, which occurs in initial position. The labiodental fricative fa is absent in Ranglong, Chiru, and Chore. However, it's present in Rangkol, Mar, Mizo, which is one of the distinctive phonological feature as shared by Kukichin languages. And the glottal fricative ha in Kukichin languages like Chore, Chiru, Rangkol, and Ranglong can occur in onset position but cannot occur in final position. Inventory of lateral fricatives. So here the even these lateral fricatives languages like Ranglong, Chorei, Chiru does not possess the lateral fricative, but other Kukichin languages like Mizo, Mar has the inventory of lateral fricative. I've given some example, that is Klang, which means mountain, and in Mar, Klangram means west. Inventory of nasal. The nasal sounds ma, na, and nga are present in Kukichin languages like Ranglong, Rangkol, Chorei, and Chiru. The nasal sounds can occur in onset and coda position. All the nasals are voiced. However, Ranglong, Chorei, and Chiru does not possess voiceless nasal ma and ma, which is present in other Kukichin languages like Rangkol, Mar, and Mizo. The occurrence of velar nasal nga in syllable initial position is one of the typical features of Kukichin languages like Rangkol, Mar, Chiru, Chore. Coming to the vowel system, Ranglong has 6 vowel phonemes, and Ranglong has the inventory of 5 diphthong and 1 triphthong. Chiru has 8 vowel phonemes. Chiru has the inventory of 6 diphthong, and Rangkol has 6 vowel phonemes and 9 diphthong. And Kukichin languages lacks nasalized vowels. Coming to the next slide is tone. Kukichin languages are tonal Tibeto-Burman languages, generally featuring 3 to 4 contrastive lexical tones, high, low, rising, falling, that distinguish word meanings, particularly in monosyllabic roots. Mar has 2 tones, that is high and low, and Ranglong has 3 tones, high, mid, and low. Chiru has 2 tones, high and low. Here, I have given some data. So here is the Mar, the high tone. When you say boo means rise, but boo with the low tone, it's nest. And in Rong, when you say zong means monkey, but when it is in a low tone, zong means to ask. And par is the mid tone. And again, when it's a low tone, par means to bloom white. And here is the tone which is present in Chiru, high and low, and in Rangkol, high. Rangkol has 3 tone, high, mid, and low, but for now, I've got only high and low tone. So conclusion, the Kukichin languages are a branch of the Sino-Tibetan family, specifically within the Tibeto-Burman group. They belong to the Old Kukichin group. Their genetic classification of the Zo language within the Kukichin language highlights the complexity and diversity of the Kukichin language group. Ranglong has 6 vowels and 19 consonants inventory. Chiru has 8 vowels and 17 consonants, while Chorai has 5 vowels and 17 consonants. Rangkol has 6 vowels and 24 consonants. Then Ranglong, Chiru, Chorai, and Rangkol has 1 affricate cha inventory, which occurs in syllable final position. The voice counterpart ja is absent in Ranglong and other Kukichin languages like Chiru, Rangkol, and Chorai. The absence of labiodental fa in Ranglong, Chiru, and Chorai is one of the distinctive phonological feature of Kukichin languages. And lateral fricative kla is present in Kukichin languages like Mar and Mizo, whereas languages like Chiru, Chorai, and Ranglong does not have this inventory. The absence of velar stop ga is one of the interesting feature of phonological typology, and the presence of voiceless nasal ma in Mar and Mizo, and the absence in Chorai, Ranglong, and Chiru is one of the contrasting phonological variation of Kuki-Chin languages. Kuki-Chin languages are tonal. Mar has two tones, high and low. Ranglong has three tones, high, mid, and low. Chiru has two tones, high and low, and Rangkol has three tones, high, mid, and low. This is the bibliography. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesse, for your concise and short presentation. So now we'll have some interaction with our audience. So time is given to all the audience. If you have any question, query, feedbacks for Jesse Tara, you can unmute and you can ask directly to the speaker.
Yeah, Jesse, just one correction that you need to do for voiceless nasal.
Yes.
The one that you have given with the diacritic is the voiceless nasal, and the other one is the orthographic HM. So they are the same. Okay. HM is also is
Yes,
pronounced as
ma'am.
ma, yeah, based on letter, and the ma with the dot is the same.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, it's the same sound actually. So HM is used in orthography, but when you transcribe it, it is with the dot at the bottom. Yeah.
Okay, Dr. Tensu, I think he has unmuted.
Yeah, so thank you, Jesse, for the presentation. And like you've mentioned in the beginning, I think this is a preliminary analysis, and I suppose you are starting your PhD, is it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So just wanted to come in with a few suggestions and observations. Now, with regard to this topic, uh, perhaps this is what you intend to do for your PhD, or maybe it's a part of your PhD topic, is it?
This is for my first progress, and the topic
Yeah.
of my for my PhD is phonology and phonetics and phonology of Ranglong.
Okay, okay. Phonetics and phonology of Ranglong. Now, with regard specifically, then with respect to the presentation, you see, first of all, the slide on theoretical background. Actually, there is nothing about uh, the theory with regard to where it is spoken. That's not a theoretical point that you are making here, right?
Yes.
So it cannot be. The second thing is, see, when you do something like this, what is your objective? What is your objective of looking at, the cookie chin typology? What do you hope to achieve by doing this? Is one of the questions. You have given the objectives to study, right? But then out of this study, what comes out? Because the the number of languages that you have listed out, that you have compared, I'm not sure whether you have studied all of these languages. I don't think so. That you have done an analysis of all the languages that you have mentioned. You are basing your study on someone else's work, someone who has already worked on these languages. Is it true?
Yeah, so just for like basic information, I just took some data from my colleagues itself, those who belong to this Chiru Rankol, not a deep study. It's just the initial
Yeah.
part of my
So
study.
you see, the reason I'm pointing this out is because uh, at present there are so many works on Kuki-Chin. There are so many PhD theses. There are so many papers published on the Kokichin group of languages. So, see, when you do this kind of a study, one very important thing is your references.
Yes, sir.
You need to go back to the literature and see what are the languages that have already been worked on. And
Sir, we are not able
I
to
can
hear
very
you.
well say that. So, when there's already work done,
Yeah, now we are
you
able
can't
to
hear.
hear you.
Okay. So, when there are so much of literature existing, I think as researchers, we need to go back to these and we need to refer to these. That's one point which I'd like to make with regard to the literature, right? Now, you've also, in the conclusion, for instance, you've given a list of conclusions, but these are I don't think these are your conclusions. People have already concluded on these. People have already shown that these language has this language has this, right? People have already worked on these languages. So these are not actually your conclusions. You are not the first one to make these claims. Okay, that's why I've been asking you, what do you hope to achieve from this particular, you know, typology, looking at studying the typology? What do you hope?
More like a comparison, sir. Like I want to compare it with my language. Like in my language, what consonant and vowels are there, and also to compare with what typological sound variation within other language, Kokichin languages.
I think Temsu got disconnected.
Yeah, he got disconnected. But what he's saying is that you need to cite the sources and provide literature review in
Yeah,
each of the findings.
yes, you have listed out many of the Kokichin languages, and available works are also there in these languages. So, in your particular presentation for today, even in your conclusion, so what he was supposed to mean was to bring the credit for all those authors or the scholar who have done the work in this area.
I
Okay,
think
by the time
Temsu is back. Yeah.
yes, back. Yeah.
Anyway, I think I was talking about Pautang's paper as a public on phonological typology. So you could refer to that. The reason I'm making this claim is that as researchers, I think we need to not only think about our work, we also need to look at other people contributing to this area
Okay, sir.
of research, right? We cannot be just repeating what others have done or what others are saying. We need to have, yeah, thank you and all the best with the research.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Temsu, for that constructive suggestions and the feedbacks on Jesse's work. So the main agenda and the motto for this student presentation is also to discuss the findings or the ongoing works of the scholars. So yes, still we have enough time. So if any of our audience wants to interact, then you can unmute and you can speak. Yeah, meantime, let me take yeah, Henmilan. Okay, yes, go on.
Okay, yeah. I just want to a kind of asking some other. So, Miss Tara, it was a good presentation, nice. And then, in regards of numbers of phonemes, can you please just go back to the slide?
consonant or deep vowel?
Before that.
No,
Please
no, there
forward.
was
Please forward.
consonant.
You have listed some of the language. Okay, backward ones. Okay, here Ranglong has 19, Chiru has
Consonants.
18. Yeah. Then Chorai has 17. Rangkol has 24. Okay, I just want to know that why it's so kind of difference of six or seven. Okay, comparing with Ranglong, Chiru, and Chorai, Rangkol has 24. So I just want to see all those things.
Mhm.
What extra sound has in Rangkol comparing with all these languages?
This labiodental fa, which is not present in Chiru and Ranglong itself, even in Chorai. This is the sound that is not present in the three languages, but it's present in Rangkol. And the other one is the trill ra.
Okay. Because
And also
the
the
numbers seems like
voiceless
quite.
nasals.
The numbers is increasing from other language. That's why I just want to see. And then moreover, can you please go back to the languages you have mentioned according to the states? Yeah, yeah. So here in Manipur, you might, I think, regarding Joe, I think you might be talking about Joe, Z-O-U, because
Yes, sir.
Joe, yeah, in a Kukitin, people are talking about Joe Natlak and all these things, but then there is one small community in Manipur called Joe, not Joe. Then maybe a kind of mistake or something, writing mistake, typing mistake, whatever it is. Okay, then regarding that classification, I just want to give you some suggestion that you can just consult about Scott Delancey classification and all these things also. That will be quite latest.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you,
you,
sir.
Hermilan, for the suggestion. So, Tara, can you go back to your consonant slide once? I
Yes,
heard
sir.
somewhere that you are making a claim that this girl, it's a typical features that you claim that it is absent in many of the languages,
Yes,
but you
sir.
are positing as phoneme in this chart. And another thing that I would like to bring here is that Rangkol and the Ranglong, you claim that this girl has been introduced by the speakers as they think that this is a important sound and you should be introduced. If the language, the particular sound is not in the language, then uh, by what mechanism the speakers are trying to bring this particular sound? Is it that you think that this is the distorting the natural way of the sound system of this particular language that is on the Rangkon and Ranglong?
This part for this Rangkol, I cannot say much, but for my community itself, this Ranglong, actually there was one organization known as the BIIS, Bibles International, when they were working for my community for the translation of Bible. So at that time, they discussed with the community members that our community, the Ranglong, does not has the inventory of this velar ga sound. So they don't want to remove it, but they said we shall keep it. So for that, I think it was in the year 2016. So they recently invented this velar stop.
So are you able to establish enough data so that you can claim that G is a phoneme in your language? Do you have already found any enough number of minimal pair or the contrasting pair?
Not exactly, sir. We don't have any phoneme with this ga sound, but only one. There also they recently name it for a that is called gepok, which means brick.
Okay, so
So
the
only that word
this-
is there in Rangam.
let me say something about this Ga and Ra. I think it might be also available in Pauthong Sir's paper. There are some groups within Kukichin that those who have Ga and then as well as those who have Ra. Some languages present Ga and then some other languages present Ra. Something like some group of the Kukichin languages will talk about Gam, GAM, and then other group will talk about RAM. That's same meaning. Ga, Gam, and Ram. So in some kind of differentiation, there are groups who use Ga. There are some groups who use Ra.
Okay, so that may be for the orthography, but in the sound, whether this ra or the ga, I think they have distinct sounds. So you can have a thinking on this, Jesse, in your future research. Okay, that the necessity that the organization thinks that this sound should be in the language. If the sound is not naturally in the language, the artificially introducing a particular
Yeah, they
language
can't impose.
sound, this is my concern.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
the scholar have to take it once again because as I told, there are some languages who have Ga. If Ga is present, Ra is absent, something like that. So Ga group and Ra group also has mentioned in some literature reviews. So
Okay.
Tara can go ahead for all those further study.
All right.
Yes,
So
sir.
yes,
I will do that.
there may be more question, query, and feedback for that we can take off after our next presenters at the end. So thank you all those who have interacted actively for the Tara. Now, I would like to invite our second speaker, Oinam Priya Devi. I think she's already here in the room.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Okay, yes, Priya, you can start your presentation. So Priya is going to talk on the topic non-verbal predicates in Manipuri. Yeah, over to you, Priya. Yes, we are able to see your screen. Yes, you can start.
Yes, sir. Good evening to everyone. My name is Priya Devi, currently pursuing PhD in the Department of Linguistics, Assam University, Silchar. The topic I'm going to present is non-verbal predicates in Manipuri. Why is it not working here? Okay. First of all, a short introduction to the language. Manipuri is a Tibeto-Burman language spoken predominantly in the states of Manipur, Assam, and Tripura. The total number of Manipuri speaks in India is 17 lakhs 61,079 census of India 2011. The language exhibits several typological features of the Tibeto-Burman family, including a tonal system, SOV word order, agglutinating verb, and morphology, and many more. Non-verbal predicates in Manipuri are grammatical constructions. Excuse me, please.
I think we can see your screen, Priya, and you just swipe to the next slide previously.
But
Try
I
again.
cannot see. I can see only half of it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So I'll just check from my phone.
Jesse can help around if you are there. Priya, you can click the tab key, the arrow key left and right.
If you are facing a visibility issue, then you just minimize it and don't put it in the full screen size, then you can go ahead. You can try that also.
Yeah. Yes, we can see the next screen.
Mm.
Yes, Priya, please unmute.
Just 1 minute, ma'am. We are trying to fix it.
Sorry for the inconvenience, please.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Okay. It's hanging or what? See, I can't even click. It's okay.
Use my hand. That's what I'm asking.
You try to minimize it first.
Ma'am, you just give 5 minutes. She can use another laptop.
Okay, okay, okay. Let her use her own laptop in that case.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Bijan, let me make few announcements for those who are present here.
Yeah, sure. Please go.
Yeah, so here are some important announcements for the TiBLANEI members who are present here in this Zoom meeting today for the student presentation series. We have closed the submission of papers for the International Journal of Tibeto-Burman Languages and Linguistics Volume 1. It will soon be published in the coming months. Now we are opening submission of papers for the Volume 2. So we will share that immediately in the TiBLANEI email as well as WhatsApp. Also, if there is anyone who would like to give the presentations of their research work in the student presentation series, can contact us in TiBLANEI 20 Gmail ID as well as in WhatsApp. Thank you. Yeah, Priya? Otherwise, you send your PPT to either me or Bijan, and then we can share it for you in WhatsApp. If we can share it, I guess my WhatsApp is open.
Yeah, we are sending it to Sister Elizabeth's laptop, so we are almost on the way, ma'am.
In that case, she will have to join, right? She's not here yet. Yeah, it was working when we were trying the technical check, Bijan, but I don't know why it got stuck now.
Yeah, technical glitches happens.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes, yes.
So is it the one that who joined right now? We have to make it co-host now if it is going to be present
Yes,
only.
yes.
With
Yes, yes.
user tip 156, you have used the password for the name of the laptop. Is this the one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, wait. Yeah, I have made you the co-host. You can share your screen from there. You close this screen from where you were sharing so that the other person can do it.
Mhm.
You're the co-host from that laptop user tip 156. Please share the PPT of Priya from here. In the meantime, you can share the PPT to me as well.
Mhm. Good.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Try the left and right keys, arrows.
Mm.
Yeah, it works. Okay. Yeah, Priya, please go ahead. Please unmute.
Priya, you can
Short introduction to the language. Manipuri is a Tibeto-Burman language spoken predominantly in the states of Manipur, Assam, and Tripura. The total number of Manipuri speaks in India is 17,61,079. According to the Census of India 2011, the language exhibits several typological features of the Tibeto-Burman family, including a tonal system, SOV word order, agglutinative verb morphology, and many more. Non-verbal predicates in Manipuri are grammatical constructions where a noun, adjective, or locative phrase functions as the main predicate of a sentence without a copula in the present tense, equational, or attributive sentences, while utilizing distinct markers for nominalized and possessive structures.
Priya, are you facing any problem now? Your screen is not moving.
Actually, I cannot click next.
Okay, let me
It's
let
not
me do it
working
for you.
anymore.
Let me do
Mhm.
it for you. I have just received your slide.
Yeah, you stop.
Yeah, please stop sharing so that I can do it. And then, yeah. Yes, is the screen visible?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Priya?
Mm. Priya, you are muted. Unmute. Priya, unmute yourself and continue your presentation.
Ma'am, the document is shared to you. Can you please share the screen for me?
No, screen is already shared. We are able to see it.
Can't hear anymore.
Okay.
We can see the screen. It is.
Yeah, even we can hear to you also.
Ma'am, you are not audible.
Please
No.
start. Please start. The screen is shared.
Is it not visible in your screen? Your slides?
We can't hear anything, ma'am.
Oh.
No, I think they have network issues.
Mhm.
She's going to mute.
Okay, let me reshare it, and then let me
I think the
see.
problem is with them, with their network. They are not able to hear us.
Okay, let me keep it like this.
Oh,
Okay.
I can hear you, ma'am, now.
You
Okay,
can hear
okay.
me?
Your presentation.
Yeah. Can you see the screen? It's moving.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay.
Then please go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, so can you do next, ma'am?
Just wait, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Yes, it's in the next slide.
No, this would be good. Yeah. Non-verbal predicates and Manipuri mainly focuses on the morphosyntactic properties of non-verbal predicates in Manipuri. Non-verbal predicates in Manipuri are marked with suffixes ni for identification or classification. The nominal or equational predicates are used to equate where a noun is functioned as main predicate and the copula is omitted in the sentence. Next, ma'am. These are the types of non-verbal predicates in Manipuri that I have worked on this paper. Nominal predicates, equational or equative predicates, adjectival predicates, locational predicates, existential predicates, possessive predicates, and negation of non-verbal predicates. Next one. So nominal predicates and Manipuri are used to identify, classify, or equate one referent with another. In such constructions, the predicate is realized by a noun phrase rather than a lexical verb. The clause establishes a relationship of identity or membership between the subject and the predicate noun. In many contexts, an overt copular element may occur, although zero copula constructions are also attested, particularly in informal speech. The examples given are Tombi se Ojani, that is a third singular demonstrative, teacher, copula. Tombi is a teacher. Mahag Doktorni, third person singular, doctor, copula, he is a doctor. In this example, Oja, teacher, and doctor function as the predicate noun, while ni serves as a copular marker. The clause lacks a lexical verb, yet it constitutes a complete predicate structure. Typologically, this pattern resembles nominal predications found in Tibeto-Burman languages, where copula primarily express identification rather than action. Equational predicates in Manipuri, equational or equative predicates express identity or class inclusion between two nominal phrases. The two noun phrases in an equational sentence act as semantic arguments of the copula expressing an identity relations. Equational sentences fall into two categories. That is identification and class inclusion. Example of identification is Tomba se John ni. Tomba demonstrative, John copula. Tomba is John. It states that two nouns phrases refer to exactly the same entity. Class inclusion example is John se Ozani. John demonstrative, teacher copula. John is a teacher. Here the subject belongs to a broader category or class defined by the noun predicate. Next. Here in adjectival predicates, you can see that adjectives can function directly as predicates in Manipuri without requiring a separate lexical verb. Such constructions describe qualities, states, or attribute of the subject, predicate, subjects. Adjectives behave syntactically as the core of the predicate and may occur with copular markers depending on discourse and grammatical context. Jum asi chawbani, house demonstrative big, copula, the house, this house is big. Here, chawba big serves as the predicate. The clause express a descriptive relationship between the subject and its attribute. From a typological perspective, adjectival predication in Manipuri demonstrates the fluid boundary between the adjectives and stative predicates that is characteristics of many Tibeto-Burman languages. Next. Next is locational predicates. These predicates indicate the existence or presence of an entity. Manipuri commonly employs existential forms such as lai, lairi, and related variants to encode existence. Examples are ising lai, water exists, there is a water, mahak lairi, third singular person exists. He is there. The existential predicate lai, lairi asserts the presence of the referent, unlike nominal or adjectival predicates. Existential constructions introduce or confirm the existence of the entity within the discourse context. Semantically, they perform an important discourse function by introducing new information. Predicates position. Position in Manipuri is often expressed through existential constructions rather than through a dedicated verb meaning have. The possessor is marked by a genitive or possessive construction while existence of the possessed item is asserted. Aigi lairika malai. First person singular, genitive, marker, book, one exists. I have a book. The literal interpretation, a book exists to me. This strategy is typologically common among Tibeto-Burman languages and demonstrates the close relationship between position and existence. The possessive meaning emerges from the syntactic arrangement rather than from a specific position verb. Next map. As for negation of non-verbal predicates, in the negative construction, the affirmative copula ni cannot simply take the negative suffix. Instead, Manipuri uses a negative copular system, na, followed by the negative marker te. Mahak ozani, he is a teacher. He teacher copula, he is a teacher. Mahak ojanat te, he teacher. Copula negation, he is not a teacher. Thus, the contrast is positive ni copula, negative na te, copula negation. Next one. This is an example of suppletion or copular alternation where the positive and negative forms of the copula have different stems rather than being formed by straightforward affixation. Thus, the change from ni to na is not merely phonological change. It is primarily a morphological alternation associated with negation. In other words, ni affirmative copula, natte negative copula. The copular predicate exhibits polarity-based alternation, while affirmative predication is marked by the copula ni. Negative predication employs the suppletive copular form na, which combines the negative marker te to the form natte. This alternation indicates that negation in Manipuri non-verbal predicates is expressed through a distinct copular paradigm rather than by simply attaching a negative suffix to the affirmative copula. Next. As for typological significance, the analysis reveals that Manipuri possesses a rich system of non-verbal predication encompassing nominal, adjectival, locational, existential, and possessive constructions. These predicates often rely on copular or existential elements rather than lexical verbs. The language exhibits several typological characteristics commonly associated with Tibeto-Burman languages, including the use of existential verbs in locational and possessive constructions. So these are the conclusions. To sum up, non-verbal predicates in Manipuri are grammatical constructions where a noun, adjective, or locative phrase functions as the main predicate of a sentence without a copula in the present tense, equational or attributive sentences, while utilizing distinct markers for nominalized and possessive structures. Non-verbal predicates in Manipuri are marked with suffixes ni for identification or classification. The nominal equational predicates are used to equate when noun is functioned as main predicate and the copula is omitted in a sentence. As for locative predicates in Manipuri is realized without the copular marker, the locative suffix da marks the spatial setting, while they serves as the existential predicate. This indicates a clear functional distinction between existential and locative predication. The former utilizes a copular suffix, whereas the latter employs a full lexical verb. In Manipuri, existential predicates are typically constructed by Lairi to demonstrate the specific existential or locational sentences. In Manipuri, the genitive marker T plays a crucial role in possessive and relation nonverbal predicates linking possessors to possessed entities within predicate nominals. The negation of nonverbal predicates in Manipuri often uses stem, na, and suffixes like te to express the negative copula or negative existential markers. Typologically, Manipuri possesses a rich system of non-verbal predication by expressing identity, adjectival position, and locational and existence. So these are my references, and thank you. I would greatly appreciate your feedbacks and suggestions.
Okay, thank you, Priya. Though we have some technical glitches at the beginning,
Yes.
so it went very smoothly. Okay, thank you for your presentation. Now, the presentation is often for the discussion, your query and feedbacks and your observation. Yes, so participants can unmute and can speak to the Priya. All right. So meantime, Priya, it's a very lucid and clear presentation. I congratulate you. So yeah,
Thank you, sir.
some few observations that I have that I would like to share with you. First thing, I would suggest you to take care of your transcription. Okay, something. The examples like mahak, you are using so
Yes,
the
sir.
first one should be that's why I think na mahak,
Yeah.
and in ama also like
Yes.
there maybe a typing ear typo also. So another thing that I would like to bring here is the negative this one copula na. So to me
Yes.
it feels that it is not only the na that is functioning. Yes, this one. So it's not then te. So I feel like the there. Okay, instead of only te, not te, not te. Maybe the speakers that you are collecting data may have a very fast speed of space, so that you are not able to realize the first syllable. So what I want to mean is that in the first syllable now, there is the negative copula stem. So I feel, not, then the negative marker is T. So Dhiren sir is also here. He may give more light on it, or if we have any other speaker, then we can discuss this thing.
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. I have some queries. First of all, I'm Indra Kumar Singh from Tripura University. So your name is Priya, am I correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So in sentence number 3, you have discussed something about this one adjective predicate. In that, the example you have given is chauva ni or something like that. Tomb se John ni. No, this is not the one. Sentence number 3. Sentence
Yeah.
number 3.
Sentence
Sentence
number
number
3 is this
3.
one. Tomba is John.
Tomba is John. This is not the one that you please go to the
Adjectives, right?
predicate. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, this
adjectival
one.
predicate. Yeah,
Yes.
this one yum asi chawbani. Yum asi chawbani. Here you claim that the word chawba is an adjective, but actually this
Yeah.
chawba is not the adjective. Chawba is nominalized with the nominalizer ba. So it becomes a noun
Okay.
now. So it cannot be the adjectival predicate. I feel like that. I also work on this area, but I found so many difficulties to define the adjectival predicate. So I feel like Chauba is already function as a noun. So here you claim that this is an adjective predicate. So please look into this matter, okay? And another example number 7 and 8. Please go to example number 7 and 8. Okay. Ising, Lay, and what is that? Mahak lady. Okay. Here, see, your topic is about the non-verbal predicate. Am I correct? So
Yes, sir.
here, lay is the lexical verb. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So subject verb is there, but you cannot claim that this is non-verbal predicate. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all.
Right.
That's all. Only you look into this matter. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Also, what is the difference between lay and lady, by the way? Because, okay, lay is existential. So what does re do there?
So this may be, let her reply first.
Yeah.
I think it with the context it changes the meaning, I guess. And it means the same, but sometimes when speaking with the context, it changes the word.
Here,
So both
the first
and
phrase,
lady
ising
gives the
lay,
meaning.
lay here functions as a base form of verb. This lay exists, and second one, mahak lady. Here is one, this one progressive marker re. Re is added to the lay because it indicates
Okay.
that continuation of existing.
So your voice is very low. So can you speak nearby the mic?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Is it
now
okay
it's,
now?
oh,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
Okay. So the first one lay functions as a full buff. It has an copula, not copula. This one one aspect marker E. Then the second one, the re functions as a progressive marker. So it indicates that the continuation of the existence of that
Yeah,
particular
still
person
here,
there.
like
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
The kind of additional meaning it gives when we attach with the re. The water is still there.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, any participants, any feedback queries?
Subarao sir is also here. If he can give some feedback, it would be
Yes,
very
Surab
nice.
sir, welcome. Welcome to TiBLANEI. And are you able to hear us, Surab sir? You are muted, sir. Okay.
So is there any homonym here, Priya, as in like the same morpheme functions for both location and existence or position in Manipuri? I'm trying to identify that, but I am not able to confirm.
I have to search about that.
You have lay as existential, but this is verbal. What about location? You have lay, right? Then what about for position? You have not given position here.
Yes,
But
so one is
I can
there
see
in terms of the case markers, like genitive, no, this one. Instrumental is also ni, na.
Hmm. Yeah.
Nominative is also na.
So lay is both existential and locational. Yeah.
No, it's not locative.
Okay.
It's locative is da.
Da. No, here locational predicate she has given lady, and she has given existential also lady. Then what about possession? As in like suppose he has a house, then
He or gi.
like he has a house or John has a house.
That's what I'm saying. It's
There also it will be lady.
no. Lairi and the lay, as that Damendra Kumar also pointed out, lay is a full place word that can give the meaning of exist. Like if you want to say John has a house, na, then there will be lay. In case if there is something happens that maybe some natural calamity or something happens, then in that context we can say that that lady can be used. Means still exist.
So lady is a homonym in that case for existential, possessive, and locational construction.
Not for the location.
But the thing is that it doesn't indicate the location.
Location it doesn't.
It functions as a full verb, but the location is indicated by the tense marker. Mahak, sorry, by the case marker. Mahak
Yes.
yum
Case
the
marker,
lady. Yum the lady. The is the locative case marker. So lady here is a full verb. This is this functions as a verb. So it cannot be this one non-existential predicate or something like that. And one more thing, in sentence number 3 or something like that, Mahak, Johnny or something like that.
Don't say that one.
Dr. Ni.
Tombase Johnny. Tombase Johnny, this kind of expression is very unnatural because on what context do we use this? I could not find any context. No, Tombase Johnny, because unless and until either John is a very popular figure, just like if someone who sings very nicely and he or she can be compared as a good singer, just like Sita,
Maybe in a kind
Sita
of
say,
disguise
Sita.
context.
Hmm.
Disguise
So
context.
context
This is
should be very clear.
yeah. So Priya, you
So
can bring the context how and when this kind of expression is used. Okay.
In a
when
context
we
where
say
when a person has two names, maybe a nickname, then we can say that Tomba is a nickname and John is a real name. We can say that Tomba is John in that sense, maybe.
Then you'll have to provide it within bracket, the context, so that it is clear in the example that you present for the analysis in your progress report.
And the
no,
context that
this one thing. Let me say something here. If she compare like that, Tomba said Johnny, that means that only one person, different names. Tomba is also John, and John is also Tomba. If this is the case, that cannot be under the nominal predicate. That can be the equational or something like that. No.
yeah, it is here also.
Equational. It should be there.
Yeah.
Because he compares that the person same as with that, like so Priya, I think
Yes.
your work is very recommendable, and you just collect some data and compare with the data, because at the end data will be the evidence for us. No.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so as I'm not able to see any other participants who has unmuted. Yeah, do you have anyone who wants to interact with the speaker? I hope so. That was the last from our participants. So, okay. Now I would like to congratulate both the presenters, the first presenter and the second, Priya, for your showcasing your research finding with us. So yes, both of you have done a commendable work. Yes, there are some area where you have to improve it, you have to polish your work. So take this all the feedbacks or the comments of the experts or the participants as positive construction, so that positively, so that you can take your work to a higher, and you can bring it with more polished way next time. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Monali, the TiBLANEI's secretary, to kindly propose vote of thanks and to give any announcement if you have. Over to you, Monali.
Thank you, Vijen, for moderating the session today. It was a very interesting session with two amateurist presentations and our young budding scholars from Assam University. We hope that the feedback and suggestions given by the TiBLANEI members who are experts in their own fields will help in enriching your chapterization and also your research. As I had announced in the middle of the session, so I'd like to repeat once again, we are now opening the submission of papers for the second volume of the International Journal of Tibeto-Burman Languages and Linguistics for the December issue. And the volume 1 submission is closed, and we will very soon be publishing the first volume. Secondly, if there is any paper presenters who would want to give their presentation in the students' presentation series with TiBLANEI, please contact us. We will schedule the date and time with you accordingly. And we will share the same information in the mail as well as in WhatsApp. Thank you so much, everyone. The session is closed for here. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you.